I'm kind of curious what anybody's asking me. I mean, obviously it's not loading like always. This is no shock. Let me close all my 100 other apps that were open. See if that makes a difference. No, man, I gave that stuff up. Long lines at the polling station. Well, yeah, Mr. Chase. Yeah, you know, we didn't. No, we didn't. Belinda's saying we missed one. No, it's a question mark. So we're back in Norwalk, LA County Registrar's office, and we're watching the lines. We're watching people still showing up to register to vote. It's a very moving civil service statement going on out here. Long lines. Some of these folks are probably going to be here in the cold till I'd say about 11 o'clock. They were saying 4 hours is the line when it was basically up this way. They turned it around into the parking lot. So these folks are going to be here for some time. Across the street, and by the way, the name of that street is Volunteer, by the way. You see some green lights and some blue lights and a lot of deputies out here and a sheriff's command post set up. This is actually going to be where the ballots are coming, and I, personally think this is going to be a little bit more exciting. I'm just listening to now. I'm listening to the scanner, but I don't think even if there was something, I'm wondering if they'd let us go. So we're watching these lines out here. We're in Norwalk. The show's going to start at now. So we're going to listen in. We're going to make all the magic happen. We're going to show pretty pictures. Belinda, that's kind of correct. I got to keep an ear on the show. That's kind of correct. 8 o'clock. So if you're in line right now, you're good. I don't think they're going to allow anybody else to get in the line. Basically, they were saying 8 o'clock. If you're in the line, you can basically wait the 4 hours to get into the registrar's office and register to vote, and then actually vote. Mike, what are you asking, Mike? Everybody's replying to Mike. What is Mike saying? Mona, yeah, it is. I mean, you got one in Orange County as well, but you have to go to the registrar's office. It's not the register; it's a registrar office. You guys are funny. Oh, look. Yeah. They got food. Is that food? No, it's not food. Is it? Are those pizzas? Yeah, they're giving people pizzas. That is so cool. No, we get no slice. We get no catered food. Everybody at the station's got their feet up, watching the show, eating the catered food that they got brought in. But the helicopter folk, we get nothing. Nothing. Uh-oh. I didn't hear that. Tri-tip. Somebody trying to talk to me? You keep getting cut off. Oh, thank you. Five hours now. So that means if you're in line right now, let's do the math. That's a long time. That's 1 a.m., guys and gals, just to give you guys a clue. But you got free pizza. Some of the folks got slices of pizza. Well, I appreciate this person talking right now on television. If you guys are local, Channel 9 right now is probably the place to be. That's where the real information is right now. We're just kind of got a live feed going on, showing the line. I'm waiting for the helicopters to come in. That will be something to see. And it's going to give these folks, it's going to be noisy, but they won't be that windy for them. Oh, Sally, no. Um, Sally Fields is saying something. I might have got the gist wrong. You got to understand it. I'm just, you know, let's just say reading was never my number one suit. But and plus, it's moving so quickly. Sally said something along the lines of their vote doesn't count. That's something that kind of touches me in a way where I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, they do. And the way it was explained to me is that this year, this time, this because we're on the West Coast and we're the last to have the information come in, is that it actually does, like, it really does count. And obviously, these folks are out here, and it does show that just seeing this is just a sample. And these are the folks that are going to register and then to vote. Procrastination? Maybe. But the fact is they are here now and they're doing it. And that really shows, like, if you can see this going on, you got to really wonder about all the other folks that voted out here in California. And this is probably, going on everywhere in the state. So it shows that we're really trying. Well, Jill, I get it that you got out and voted. That's fantastic. These folks are registering to vote. Shelly, I just saw, it flew by. Yeah, he did. Somebody's asking me if I voted. Of course I did. And no, I'm not going to talk about anything I voted for. I think that, I really believe that voting should be unbiased. So, oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We did it by mail. A lot. Not at all. Yep. It's all lawyered up, and then on top of it, they have these weird things. It's like, well, you're voting on this, but if this goes through, then this weird thing will go through also. It has nothing to do with your bill. Yeah, the piggybacks. There's a lot of weird stuff. Of course, that's what everybody or what their friends are talking about, or what's on social media. Jen, I'm sorry if I'm noisy chewing. I'm being very serious about this. I needed sugar, and I got some gummies, and I'm sorry about that. And Reyes was asking me when the helicopters are coming in. I don't know, but I'm sure I'll get the heads up. Marcos is flying today. He'll probably be like, "Yo." Ron, the only thing I could say is if I would actually, the only thing is we got to bring politics back to politics. That's the only thing I got to say. And I heard some of the folks that were running for different offices. I heard some of their commercials, and they're actually saying it too. And I believe that that's being echoed by a lot of people. It's not a sporting event. It's it's about the United States, and we need politics to rejoin it. It isn't us and them. It's what we can do together. And I voted for a pursuit too. No, I'm not eating popcorn. I'm eating gummies. Sorry, I need sugar. I'm trying to give up soda. Oh, thank you, Danielle. And I mean, and that's the thing too. I'm not going to talk about what what my views are, because I really I really have issue with that. I'm sorry. How long are the lines? The lines are getting shorter. Like I said, 8 o'clock was a cutoff. So that's going to be the end right there. When we got here, the end was right past that little walkway. So it is getting shorter, but I still think that a lot of these folks are going to be here probably till around midnight. But again, they have these. This is a line to register to vote and then to vote. So it's going to be some time before all these folks get in through that building. And again, it goes that way, and then we go under the trees. That's not a very cool shot. Then up the sidewalk, and then back over this way. At least they don't have the amusement park lines like where it starts zigzagging. They're pretty much, it's real straightforward. Goes along this way and then right to there. And then we've been watching every now and then. What they'll do is they'll take group in at a time. So they'll have like a group of folks. It isn't like one at a time. They'll take a bunch at a time. And there's the pizza. We don't get no pizza. But at any rate, a lot of folks out here. It is very cool to see all these people, citizens, taking care of, doing their civic duty, taking care of business, getting out here and voting. Across the street, though, is these are temporary helipads for the sheriff's helicopters that will be bringing in ballots, boxes of ballots to go be counted. So we're going to be waiting here. Though that might be a little bit more nifty to see than a stagnant line of folks waiting in line. You know, they're going to be here for hours. We're going to be here for hours. And the voting continues across the United States. So we are part of the process. Something to watch. Mail in your ballots. That's what I did. And my wife. Come on, anything. Big fire, meteor, anything. Nope. That must have been a long time ago. I remember the Cerritos one. Yeah, that was horrific. Yeah, it was hit by a small plane and it went into a neighborhood. That was horrific. Yeah, I remember it was morbid curiosity. I wanted to see the neighborhood just to see if they rebuilt it, and you know, I wasn't here when it happened, but I couldn't tell where it happened. Jill, that's an interesting thought. I'm sure earlier on we saw, you know, parents with children, so there might be a little bit of that going on there too. But I'm pretty sure anybody that's in this line is, you know, it would be really, that'd be a really good friend to come and stand in line with you for a couple of hours just to watch you vote. But you know, who knows? Maybe it's a good first date. At least you'll never forget the date. You know, it was Election Day, 2018. Ah, my phone locked up. Sorry, guys and gals. No service. I wonder if I paid my bill. I did. I'm joking. And I've got 36%. Let me check the iPad. 39%. Oh, it's back. Sharon, no, I didn't, but I did take some. Advil earlier on. Isn't what grade? Lines are getting shorter. That's what I can tell you. Lines are getting shorter. It is past. Yeah, they can't join anymore. I'm sure there's somebody, some sort of official over there. Sorry, guys and gals, I'm going in for another couple of gummies. You want some gummies, Marcos? I've tried to quit soda. I'm not. I'm choking on gummies. None right now. Oh, I don't know. Every meal. What's up, Jill? You got my name in caps. What's up? Are you guys talking about the World Series? Because all I see is red and blue, red and blue. World Series is over. These gummies are precious to me. I'm not tossing them out the window. I agree with that, Roger. Bobby, I don't know. You should check the results. They're coming out, guys and gals. If you guys are local, definitely get on KCAL 9. We got all the updated information and for the election coverage. So it's definitely, if you guys want that kind of information, which obviously you do, you're asking me, I'm staying away from it because heaven forbid I am wrong. Go ahead and turn on Channel 9. And they are working the magic and getting all the totals and talking about who's winning what and where things are going. Roman, I get sick, brother. Trust me. Especially during sweeps. Temperatures start changing. I got a lot of stress, and things go south quick. I'm an old man. Somebody's shouting out your name, Marcos. All caps. Somebody loves you. I'm a coffee guy. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Melinda, what kind of T-shirts you making? I lost the feed again. Folks are asking again, if you're in line by 8 o'clock, you can, by 8, meaning it's past 8. If you were in line, you can stay in line and work all the way through the process. Ms. Perez. Yes, go ahead, sir. I have no words. Yeah, of course we are. I was going to say, I mean, Jennifer, that's no truer words. No, nothing on the. That's where the last thing was written there about new podcasts. No, no, I kind of let it slide. Um, you got to remember, I was the guy getting the guests. I was the guy, doing all that stuff and then going in and it is fun. And I got to meet a lot of really cool people. And on top of that, I got some, got free beer and free chocolate and lots of cool stuff. But yeah. So, but do I want to? Yeah, I do. We'll see. Maybe we can bring it back. I had some ideas, but like I said, I've been really, really busy. Right now it's sweeps, and a lot of folks don't really get it. I'm one of those idiots that, how can I word this? And I don't get rewarded for it, so that's the other part of it. But basically, I'm the guy that takes work home with them. So I'm always during sweeps. I'm always like really stressed out. We are flying a lot. I should be sleeping, but because so I'm exhausted. I get home. I'm not sleeping. I'm not doing the stuff I'm supposed to do in the morning. So then on the weekends, I'm busy running around taking care of stuff that I would do during the week. It gets nuts. And so right now is not the time to be trying to put together another podcast. Maybe in December. What? Somebody was asking what sweeps are. Yeah, Bruce. If I could, I would. Trust me. Um, Sweeps is when we all compete. Nathan, they were handing out pizza earlier on. Tim, find him. I will interview him. Jennifer, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I don't want to discourage anybody from voting, but I tend to agree. Something else that you guys, I know it's a little small group, but maybe there's somebody that's new out there. You can do some selfless promotions. Stu underscore Mundel, that's my Twitter handle. I'm more Twitter active than anything else. I am on Facebook, but if you really want to interact, Twitter would be the way to go. Also, of course, you've got the Instagram. I post a lot of pictures, mostly work stuff, some home stuff. It is not awesome. Sweeps are not awesome. They're hell. Uh, Gonzalez, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but officially the polling stations close at 8 o'clock. If you're in line, if you've been in line before 8 o'clock or right at 8 o'clock, you're still allowed to vote. It isn't like a store, like where they're just going to close the doors right now. So all these folks are going to get the register, and they're going to get the vote. And I'm guessing going to be here till uh, midnight. Whoops. Gosh, guys. Oh no, the poll workers were the people in the line were getting pizza. We were watching it. It's Stu underscore Mundel. Glenn, I'm anything. I mean, not that I'm not about the voting. I'm all about the voting. Go vote, please. Go vote. But this obviously you're looking at what I'm looking at. This is not all that exciting. Poor Marcos, he's got to hold a hover. All I got to do is roll a camera back and forth every now and then and maybe look at some people, and we're waiting for some helicopters to land with some ballots. But, anything would be more exciting than this right now. Nope, don't know who provided the pizza. It looked like it wasn't a pizza box that I recognized. Maybe that's true. You guys turn on channel 9. Go ahead and watch, listen, learn. It's got all the kind of newsy goodness. It's all election results. Come on. If you guys are looking, I mean, if you're here watching this right now just to see people waiting in line to register, go turn on the news. I'm telling you, that's all the, what's going on here, what's going on across the United States. Let me see if we can find the pizza boxes. Hang on, because that's more important than this stuff. Oh, they're behind the pole. Everybody got a paper towel and a piece of pizza. Susie and Jeff. Wow. They had 2 types of pizzas. Right. Yep. That's what I'm saying. There's no politics in politics anymore. It's just us and them, and that's what's got to change. Well, Kim, they're talking projecting, and I mean, it's all math. I mean, you got to figure it. If somebody's got 75% of the votes right now, and you know that 50% of the votes are in, then you can do the math and you can say, well, chances are. Well, somebody sees us down there. That's awesome. Rosemary's asking, why is everybody here, basically? Well, okay, no, there's plenty of places to vote, obviously. But if you plan on voting, it is a little too late, I'm sad to say. This is the registrar's office. I keep saying it wrong. Let me show you the sign. So you guys can be like, oh, it's the registrar's office, registrar. It's right there. And this is this is where you register to vote. There was a vote on if we could be allowed to do this, and they voted yes a while ago, and not this election, before this election. And on the day of, you can actually physically go to a registrar's office for your county. This is the Los Angeles County one in Norwalk, and go and register to vote and actually vote on the day of the election. There's another one of these in Orange County. So this is the reason why there's such a long line out here and such a turnout. The line, you can't get in line anymore. It's over. 8 o'clock is when they said, okay, that's it. If you're in line, fantastic. You can wait it out, but nobody else is joining the line. I don't know. I'm not political. Somebody's asking me questions when the next one is. I'm not the political guy. I am definitely not the political guy. Tiffany, I'm sorry. I love it that people can read that, and I've often been told that, I don't hide my emotions. So I appreciate that you hear that. I'm sorry. Oh, race for governor. Oh, let's talk gas tax. It's the same, and always. I think that's another reason why somebody else doesn't want to fly this. The seats. Dana, we are here for the duration. We're basically waiting for the top of the hour, and then we're going to go get fuel, and then we're going to be back up for until 11:30. So. Yeah, but see, that's the thing too. Is they're talking about the gas tax right now. My issue with that is they have taxed us, and the roads are nothing's happened. Wow, how are we against rent control? I know. I don't know. I don't know. Whoops, sorry. I bumped the joystick. This line moving better than I thought. We got a sheriff deputy out there. Right now they're doing a live shot, so I don't have anybody else talking in my ear. So they've got a sheriff's deputy out there making sure nobody's joining the line. No cheating. Might be that one vote that throws everything off. No, that's not true. Yeah, yeah. Dana feels for you, Marcos. Marcos feels for him, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you guys put it on Facebook like, hey, you should come watch this. This is probably one of the least exciting ones that we've done in a while. Thank you, Matt. Somebody named Matt is saying that he's happy that we're doing this on Facebook. I'm on my Twitter right now. Not a lot of activity going on here, I'll tell you that. I know we're watching all this stuff about the voting, and right now, like I said, they're on a live shot, so I got nothing in my ear. But how about all that stuff about UFOs and space and all that kind of craziness? It's just kind of all been back to back to back. One thing that they saw that actually was heading towards the sun and then sped up and then left the solar system. Huh? How about that? Yeah, George Norrie. Yeah, I love the George Norrie. Coast to coast. What did he have to say about all that? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to do that too, but now I listen to audiobooks. Yeah, I can imagine what he's got to talk about. Yeah. And definitely entertaining, that's for sure. I got Amazon Prime. I know was it audiobooks? I don't know, but they basically take a couple of bucks every month, and then you get credits, and you can buy. I'm not paying the $30 for a book, but that's the thing. Also, it's like the stuff I listen to is 10 hours, 14 hours, and that's That's 14 days of driving. It's half a month. Rick, are you joining us for all this exciting? Oh, sure. I'd love. Copy. You lots. Much less than before, that's for sure. Much less than before, but I still predict that the folks at the end of the line will be here probably till about midnight. But they're getting free pizza, so there's that. Not pizzas, a piece. We've been here for more than 42 minutes. Yeah, probably the smartest because we're coming right back. Hopefully there'll be no line and then we won't have to come back, but I don't think we'll get that lucky. Hi, Kevin from Northern California. Glenn, not enough. Or actually too much. And we only have one tank. Trevor, I'm joining you. Woo! No helicopters, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to happen super late. I agree. Unbelievable. Actually, the line is doing well. I'm sorry, I'm actually listening to the show. Somebody was saying that it's Justin saying I should, it's not just me. Marcos is up here too. People are still voting. Yes, they are. The line is actually a little bit less every time. A little less, little less, little less. I love some barbecue right now. Yeah, we do. Glenn, I don't know. Where's everybody else at? Anybody else flying? Everybody leave? Well, yeah, man, everybody's covering. I'm sure everybody is, but everybody's doing it in a different way. Uh, you know, uh, we're going all out, as we should. Yeah, it costs a lot to fly this thing. I love Michelle Geely. I love Michelle Geely. Oh. 1914. I remember that election. Yeah. Is he going to? Is this the guy that's going to fire 70% of the staff? Oh. Oh, okay. There's going to be like lots of people in line. We're in Norwalk. I wonder if they're handing out pamphlets for procrastination classes. Somebody's asking about the time limit. I got to stay frosty right now. You can't get in line anymore. Cannot get in line anymore. But all these folks that are in line, they will be able to get register and vote. Copy all. No rush. Let Dave do his thing. It's interesting. Copy. You know, the line's actually, it's shorter than we've seen. And, you know, Jeff and Susie, these folks, they've already put in the time, and their vote is still going to count. Now, this isn't just the line to vote. We got to be clear about that. This is the line to register and vote. Now, if you didn't get in line before 8 o'clock, you're not allowed to get in line anymore. You see that one deputy vehicle down there, basically just making sure that nobody's sneaking in there under the wire. But basically the line, the stand in line, that all stopped at 8 o'clock. This is in Norwalk. This is going to be the registrar's office, or the county registrar's office, right off of Imperial with the cross of Volunteer. That's the road we see right there. Line's starting to move again, and that's the way it's been going. They've been moving in basically in chunks. Let's show you where that line goes. It goes around the corner, up over here, and then over to the actual county building itself. Thank goodness they're not doing the amusement park type of lines. Basically, this is just straightforward. It doesn't zigzag back and forth all the way out to that front door, and then they've been taking people in chunks. They're basically groups of maybe 10 or so. They also brought them some food. We saw some pizza being distributed to the people waiting in the line. That was fantastic and nice. But again, these folks are probably going to be in line here till about midnight. We've been doing the math, and they're probably going to be here in line till midnight. They're going to register and they're going to vote. And yes, the polling stations, they close at 8 o'clock. But the deal was, if you're in line by 8 o'clock, they're going to allow you to go through and do the process. Your votes will be counted. And these folks, they're making sure that their voices are heard, doing their civic duty out here in Norwalk. Live in Sky 9, I'm Stu Mundel. Back to you two in the studio. We were talking about 9 o'clock. I don't think that was the 9 o'clock one, right? No. Right, Kim. So basically, you know, I got no pizza, Justin. No pizza. But yeah, basically you can't join the line anymore. If you're not in this line, it's a wrap for you. And you know, you can always probably do it by mail, and then the next elections, you're in, right? So Zulu time. Thanks, man. Ben, I did. Courtney. And then we can come back and hover over this some more. All right. We're here for you. I'm sure they do. You know, I'm reading some of these quotes and things like that. Ben, I don't think I'm that guy. Uh, but I've been reading some of these quotes, and nobody's come on and wrote something like, "I can't believe this reporter's laughing." So, but anyways, we're looking at that line over here in Norwalk, Registrar's office. Um, and the line is getting shorter. They are moving along out here. I'm sure the people that are doing the registration and voting and the actual folks that are working in there, they probably want to go home too. I don't know what their pay scale is or how it works, but I'm sure they're getting tired. They've been out here all day, and it has been busy. The line definitely getting shorter, almost to that area where it enters well, it's all the property, but actually gets into the parking lot area of the building. So that line definitely getting shorter. I'm still, you know what? I'm going to take my bet back. I'm going to say 10 o'clock. Everybody will be gone. Somebody's going to say, Stu, that's an hour. All right, 10:30. Those reporters on the ground getting at the last of the folks there in the line. Andrew, you have no idea. Roger, I agree. I agree 110%. James, I don't know if you're talking about my time or those folks down there, but you know what? They are not wasting. If you're talking about them, they are not wasting their time. They're doing their civic duty. Eric Sepulveda. I got, you know what? I had no time to go get food today, and you're right. It is. Okay. Yeah, they got to bring me back, and I don't have a jacket. Estevan, no, you can't. I'm sorry, brother. And it's not just you; it's anybody that wants to vote. I'm being serious about that. Yeah, the numbers. I mean, basically, what the deal is it was 8 o'clock was a cutoff, and that's the reason why that deputy is right there. Whoops. Here we go. Courtney gave me a pretty pretty good explanation about what we're doing, so we're going to be here for a little bit. Cheryl, down there. There's a reporter down there. Andrew, thank you. You know what? Write your complaints to CBS. What is it on Twitter? It's KCBS KCal Desk. I think that's their handle. Justin, we don't need it. You know, I got Marcos up here, and believe me, we are staying warm. We're that type of couple. No, it is, the temperature is actually just fine in here. We don't need a heater. I don't understand what that means. Eric's talking about something else. I don't know what's going on there. No, she's actually she's asleep. She's been teaching a lot of classes lately, and getting the physical training stuff that she needs to get done. So no. Tiffany, you know what? I didn't think about that, but you are correct. You are correct. That's probably the only state you could still vote in if you can get there quick enough. I don't know. What is the outside temperature right now? 64 degrees Fahrenheit outside. 64. In California, that's like parka and boots and mittens. I am not ready for the holidays. I got the whole family coming up for Thanksgiving, and I just realized I have to actually work on Friday, so I can't even really enjoy it, if you guys know what I mean. So, Jared, the joke is always vote early and vote often. I wonder what that means exactly. I mean, I know what it means, but what does it mean politically? All right, Capiel. Is that our guy down there? See, that's the reason why I could never be a reporter like that. They got nice clothes and good posture. I have neither of those things. Do they? I don't know. This guy looks like he's in a real suit. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about wearing the nice suits, but I don't own any. Oh my God! You know, they all say the exact same thing. It's not going to help anything. All the thing it's going to do is create more taxes. I mean, more tax revenue. It's going to devalue everything. That's what's going to happen. Right. See, this is the thing that, to me, which is funny. Not that, I could even or even had any, but how do these people think that they can run for these things when they know nothing about politics? Ugh. We're done already? I'm serious, Courtney. You took our shot? I'm sorry. Thought I was going to get cued. I would have done a move. Simon Desk, I believe Courtney has cleared us from her show. No, Long Beach. Yeah. Uh, did you surprise us with catering over in Van Nuys? I mean, did you have food delivered to the airport for us? There isn't. Oh, well, we're gonna go to Long Beach then, and because it's closer. Yeah, they'll be there because they haven't flown, but very little. Anyways, all right, we're on our way to Long Beach. We'll be up for the cruise. Oh, crud. Norwalk Town Square. Right by the Mega Shoe Factory. What isn't it? Isn't the old McDonald's around here? Oh, there. No, that's the In-N-Out. Where the heck is it? It's got the old style hamburger guy winking at you and stuff. Where the heck is it? Oh well. But I don't think it's an old McDonald's. I think it's a new McDonald's made to look old. Very crafty. Very crafty. She's crafty. She gets around. She's crafty. Yeah, she's always down. It's too early to tell. Four by four. All right, y'all. They haven't knocked us down yet, so probably the most exciting part of this evening. We're flying down to Long Beach right now, moving along at a pretty good clip, trying to get to the LBC airport so we can at least get some coffee, or I'm going to get some coffee, maybe a cookie. I don't know what Marcos is gonna do. Havasu City. Isn't that way up north? I'm being serious. Well, everybody, I really enjoyed you guys hanging out with me. I'm being serious. Between you and Marcos, kept me grounded, kept me happy, kept me sane, and I do appreciate that. We're going to be landing here very shortly. That's right. It isn't Downey. You are right. You are right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm probably going to at least indulge in one or two, even though I've really been working out and watching my weight. What's up, Steven? Some coffee and cookies. Yep. It's what we need. That's what it's all about. I am not. Actually, I am at my house, but I am not Santa Claus. We are, I believe this is Cherry. Isn't this Cherry? We're over Cherry right now, working our way over to the LBC airport. Am I saying that right? Is it? You know, sometimes they have some chocolate chips, sometimes they don't. We'll see. Whatever they got's probably going to work for me. They probably have some Halloween candy left over too, which is probably not so good for me. All right, Steven. I was in Cooksville, Tennessee, right after 9/11, and I was seriously thinking about buying a beautiful home in the woods out there, and there's a wood mill up there. Oh, I'm just not saying your name right. I'm sorry, and but I didn't, and but I was thinking about going to work at the wood mill. You're gonna have to do a phonetic for me. I'm telling you, I'm very, very bad at the pronunciations. Oh, caffeinated. Caffeinated. Yeah, I will not, Nathan. I will not say a word to anybody. Oh, they got the. Can you guys see the? I got to put my phone down so I can work the camera. They've got this beautiful aquarium in there with some awesome fish, and puffer fish and an eel. Amazing stuff. But yeah, they got some really, really cool fish in there, and they are super old. Oops, Marcos has got to land. We got to do our thing. That's him telling us to land, not to come here. And on the ground. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you guys later. KCAL CBS, watch it, learn it, love it, live it. 8 Alpha on the ground. Long Beach, like to knock it down, if we may.